Hi, this is JG at Mindful Life Project. We're doing the very best we can as an organization to support our students, our schools, our families during this unprecedented time. We're in a real crisis right now, and there is no better moment than to bring in the mental and emotional well-being practices that we teach young people. But we also want to make sure that all the adults, from parents to anyone really right now in our society, the stress and overwhelm, the emotions, the levels of worry about what might happen in the future can really take us over, right? So every day I'll be posting a 10-minute practice to support your well-being, right? We are in a time where emotions are arising at a level that might be brand new for us, right? Both in our individual states, but also in our community and in our greater society. It's a time where mindfulness, right, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, allowing the mind to be as it is without needing to judge it or control it, the ability to notice what's happening in our bodies, where emotions are showing up, the ability to find the breath, to anchor into the present moment, right? We really want not just our students, but all people, anywhere, everywhere, to have this practice at all times, but specifically in these moments, right? Where our hardwired survival mechanisms, our default mode is being hijacked even greater. So I hope this practice offers you a little bit of a refuge away from what you might be experiencing in that overwhelm and just grounds you back in what we have, which is the present moment. So today we're gonna do a 8 to 10 minute practice on mindful breathing and mindful listening. And every day I'll be posting another 10-minute or so practice with a different mindful skill. Each mindful skill is available to us at all times, but we have to practice it so that when those moments do arise, we can access it quickly. So just as we do with our students, repeat after me. I've got my feet on the floor. I've got my spine in a line. I've got my hands in my lap. I've got my heart to the sky. And then allowing our eyes to gently close. We close our eyes so we can go on this inner journey without too many distractions from the external world. Softly closing eyes or a soft gaze below if that feels uncomfortable. And we're going to pay attention on purpose, strategically. And anytime we lose focus, we get distracted, we don't judge it, we just gently try again. Stay with the sound of the bell from the beginning to the end. Stay with the sound. And now as we begin to place our attention on purpose, let's start by just noticing our contact points. Notice your feet on the floor. Notice the gravity pulling your feet down. Notice your sit bones and whatever you're sitting on the chair, the cushion, the couch, wherever you're sitting, just notice weight. Notice if you're pulling yourself off the seated position or if you're letting gravity pull you down. And then gently bring awareness to your hands. Notice your fingertips, the tingling or temperature, and just notice that the hands are relaxed or tight. And now we're going to move awareness towards the breath. Right? So we're going to purposefully bring awareness to the breath, but inevitably the mind will have thoughts, emotions will arise and take us away. A physical sensation might grab our attention. And every time that happens, we have an opportunity to come back and try again. The moment we notice we're distracted is mindfulness. It's a celebration. So let's just bring awareness to the breath in its natural state. So you might notice the rise of the belly with inhale, the pause between the in and out, and then notice the full exhale. And then we have a brand new opportunity to be with the breath again. Bring awareness to the chest. If that helps, you can notice expansion on the inhale and contraction on the exhale. Or simply just notice the air at your nose, the cooler air on the inhale, the warmer air on the exhale. And pick the place where you feel the breath the strongest. That's our anchor spot. Just like a boat needs an anchor to keep it in one place with high winds, strong currents. Our anchor spot is where we can come back to the present moment and find the breath most prominent. So belly, chest, nose. Just keep attention wherever you feel the breath is strongest in this present moment. We notice this breath, this inhale, this pause, this exhale. We're tracking the breath like it's something that we really love to pay attention to. We're tracking it like it's something brand new, because it is. If we bring a curious mind, a curious awareness, we can notice the details of change in each breath. Gently just focusing awareness. And again, the moment distractions happen, it's a moment we can bring compassion to ourselves without judgment. And just try to bring the breath back into awareness again. Breathing in, we know we're breathing in. Breathing out, we know we're breathing out. Just checking the quality of our attention with the breath. Is it easy to focus on it, hard, or in the middle? And just noticing patterns. So maybe it's in the inhale, we breathe in, and all of a sudden, right in that pause, there's a gap. In that gap, we fill it with some thoughts. And just by awareness, we change the path of the experience. So just one more minute, allowing breath to be in the foreground of awareness. The future isn't here yet, the past is gone, we can't change it. All we have is the present moment. And we just try again and again to be here now without any judgment. And if the mind is wandering, it's got that hamster wheel pace, no judgment. Just notice it and try again. Even if we catch half a breath in its entirety, that's great. And the moment we get distracted, we'll start narrowing that length of distraction and come right back to the present moment. Now letting the breath go into the background, because the breath is always going to be there. It's our foundational practice, right? Everything is impermanent. Thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, sounds, experiences. They come and go like clouds in the sky, but the breath is always in the present moment. We're going to let that go in the background and let the breath just happen naturally. And now we're going to bring awareness for a couple minutes to sounds around us. Just hearing the sound as it arises, fades away, and then waiting for the next sound to grab our attention. So you might hear sounds outside of our room or in the room we're in. Might have some foreground sounds, maybe a fan or traffic. But we allow ourselves to notice the layers of sounds from all angles around us. And in the moment we get distracted by the thinking mind or a physical sensation, we accept that that happened. We accept that it is present. We notice it. We can make a little mental note. Thinking, and come back to sounds. Or physical sensation, come back to sounds. Right? Emotions, and come back to sounds. Just allowing ourselves to dwell in this moment. No need to go into the back of the past or the future. What's here? What's alive in this moment? Just try for the next 30 seconds to let sounds come into awareness and fade away. You might hear sounds that in your autopilot you wouldn't normally hear, the birds in the distance, the leaves, maybe a voice. We're trying to get out of that autopilot, trying to be fully alive in the here and now. We're going to end the practice with keeping our awareness on the sound of the bell. I'll hit the bell one time and just try to stay with the sound from the beginning all the way to the end. Just stay with sound. Then coming out of practice, whenever you're ready, it's your practice, wiggling toes, fingers, maybe rotating shoulders back, rolling the neck, and fluttering the eyes whenever you're open, whenever you're ready. And just noticing, right? What's the mind feel like? What's the heart feel like? How have things shifted? How's the body feel? And again, we'll be doing this every day. I hope you join me. It's an amazing practice that has transformed my life, and we're so grateful to be able to spread it to all the students we spread it to, and also to all the families and teachers and schools. So just keep on practicing as much as you can, and wishing you a bunch of heartfulness, a big blast of compassion.